Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. We're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On first down, Keene. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go play action here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Seahawks, 1st down.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's locked. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from second and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! George Kittle, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. The Lions at 4-12 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down now, it's Cooper. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 16-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 7-7, our score after one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Keene. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Keene. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Locke. Going right back to Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Stump. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they will finally stop it, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
This is the tight end Fant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum going back up for your offense.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Keene. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Keene. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Seattle.
And going right back to Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Trying the left side with Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Running left is Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Lock. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 91 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing to start the drive, Keene. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Keene. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, 41 yards. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Running right, here's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Walker with another carry. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 21. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Keene. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the tight end goes in motion left. The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, Keene. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Stump. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Keene. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Seahawks 45, Lions 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw on 3rd down, Keene. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down, right near the 24.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
And the Lions first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
To throw on second down, Keene. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Off of play action, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Keene. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Luck going to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On the move to his left. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this